Hey beautiful people, welcome to the channel with another tarot 1122. Alright, so we're going to get a couple of messages for Leo before I head out. See what's happening for Leo. Keep in mind it's not going to resonate with everybody. Take what fits and leave the rest. I was going to say take what issues. No, we're not taking issues, right? Alright, so let's see. We have decisions here. The need to gain clarity through decision making. Resolving issues, solving inner conflict with others, healing past trauma. All right, so somebody here, you could be making a decision to, kind of resolve issues with others and things like that. Literally, it's kind of crazy because I've been talking about this for like almost 2 weeks. About closing out old cycles, making amends with others, whether you stay in that person's life or whatever. If there's apologies that are needed to be said, do so. Don't expect anything back from others, because when you do, you'll set yourself up for failure. But if you feel like you've done something to hurt somebody, close that cycle out with that person. If you get it back, fine. If not, you're fine anyway, okay? So with that being said, and also healing past trauma, dealing with conflicts of your own. Someone here, you may have realized that certain things that you have experienced in the past is really affecting your future and your future relationships, possibly your current relationships. So someone here could be taking the initiative to get counseling, therapy, and those things like that. Really taking care of self, okay, from the outside in, okay. And I'm not going to say from the inside out, because here you have to get in the mindset of, I want to get healthy. I want to, start healing myself. It starts with a thought first. Let me go in here, instead of getting that burger, let me go get some fruit. You know what I mean? It starts with the mind first, okay? So with that being said, I think that, someone here is doing some inner work. Perfect time to do it during this Lionsgate portal. Setting your intentions and literally walking that path for them, okay? All right, so let's see. Give me messages for Leo. Manifestations, absolutely. All right, law of attraction. Thoughts becomes things, so you got to monitor your thoughts, okay? If you're in that negative, stinking thinking energy, baby, you are going to multiply. It's going to have babies, and you're going to come to become the grandpappy or the pappy, the mama, whatever it is, and you're going to have to nurse them things, okay? So with that being said, use some emotional contraceptives, okay? Be mindful of your energy, okay? And if you are around people who bring your energy down, you may need to, kind of deal with them accordingly, okay? So there's that. Yeah, and you are closing out cycles, moving on. And Leo, this is the second reading that I'm doing here. And I was actually using these. Oh, and here it is right here. You got move on, okay? So there's some cycles here that you are closing out. Like I said, you got a fresh start here, new beginnings. You have freedom here. So if there was some things that were actually weighing on your heart and on your conscience, now's the time to wipe the slate clean, okay? And it's not about what other people do to reciprocate with you. It's about what you do, okay? And let that energy reverberate back to you, okay? Sometimes it doesn't come from the people that, you're dealing with. You get it from others, okay? So change your energy. Manifest what you want, all right? And the people that you want, So there's that, all right? And then it says retreat. Time spent alone, reflection on the past and current situations. And see, this is what's happening. Someone here took some time out to reflect. All right, and making a decision. What doors do I want to open? Do I want to reopen old doors and experience the same thing? I don't think so, So let's do what we need to do to close those old cycles out and move on and make new choices, right? There's new opportunities here. So someone here could have went in hermit. You could have just kind of pulled yourself back from everybody and spent some time with Source to reconnect. All right? And you got abundance on the bottom of the deck here too. So you got some stuff coming in here for you. All right, give me messages for my Leo. All right, recognition. And this, you're getting recognition for resolving some of your issues with others, and then also setting some healthy boundaries for other people, yourself as well. Because sometimes we want to run towards some stuff and it's not healthy for us. So we have to tell ourselves, No, don't do that. You feel me? So I love this for you. Also, you could be doing your healing work here, baby, and it might be showing. You might be working from, on everything, in the way that you think, the way that you express yourself. Some of you were having a hard time expressing yourself. Now you're speaking up for yourself. Not in a harsh way, but you standing on business, okay? You giving a damn about yourself when you are actually watching people run over you all this time. Not today, right? And not tomorrow either, okay? There's that. So someone here is looking at the things that you're doing. You're resolving your issues, especially with them, if that is the case. And your ancestors, they're smiling on you, baby, because some of you are breaking some generational curses or generational habits that have been passed down from long, long, long ago. And you are the one that says, no, we stopping this right here, right? All right, and then we got manifestation is clarified by happiness, baby, okay? New discoveries that lead to celebrations. Love yourself first, as you should, right? Absolutely. And then we may be tightrope walking, okay? But we're balanced, absolutely. All right, so juggling too many things at once, find time for yourself, and that is having balance. When you're pouring into everything else, baby, self gets forgotten about, okay? And then you start looking a little shabby, you know what I'm saying, and looking a little rugged, and not in a good way, okay? So I'm just saying, take some time out to love on you, resolve some issues, make a decision on which direction you want to go, and do so. For some of you, you haven't gone in hermit yet. What you waiting for? You don't have to go in hermit to resolve issues. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't like a lot of people around me anyway. But I like to kind of pull myself back, and that way you can get a better view of what's going on. My analogy is if you walk up to the Eiffel Tower and you're standing up close to it, your view is obscured. You're only going to see for so far, Even if you look up, you're not going to see the whole thing. Sometimes you got to step back out of a situation so that you can really get a panoramic, there you go, a panoramic view of everything that's going on, the whole timeline and where it led up to, and it's like heartbeats, the hiccups and stuff. So, and then you make a decision on which way you want to go, how you want to, proceed. All right, the moon. All right, so pay attention to your intuition, your dreams. Excuse me. We have happiness. Don't be afraid to enjoy yourself right now, a period of happiness, okay? So I love this for you. Things could be kind of calm, serene. Doesn't necessarily have to be. You can be in the eye of a storm, but everything is okay. You know what I mean? You're going to be all right. And as far as I'm concerned, everything is well with me. I'm just kidding. No, everything is well, okay? So it's kind of like you have to look at your situation. Everything is not going to be all sunshine and rainbows all the time. And every time something goes, not the way that you had planned it, if you get down in the dumps, baby, you're going to get down in the dumps a lot. Because what happens when we make plans, sources like, oh, bless your heart. That's what you was getting ready to do. Yeah, but I need you over here. Okay, come on. Let's go. So with that being said, be happy in this period. All right, so yes, move on. Close that door, okay? Probably wasn't supposed to be open in the first place. I'm just saying, let's see. Give me messages, please, and thank you. And rebuild, Leo. All right, so it says rebuild. Things are not as they seem. An opportunity for you to build stronger. Absolutely. All right, so whatever it is, this past season that you've gone through, it has really, toughened your armor, so I like this for you, Leo. I know this past season was not easy, but we got through it and we're here, okay? I'm just saying. All right, and we have the lovers here. Look at this. You got some love coming in, okay? You got a choice when it comes to love. You're attracting people, and this is actually clarifying happiness. So some of you are looking for or have entered or have met, someone new, and it's kind of chill right now. Y'all kind of vibing, chilling, doing your thing, right? I'm just saying, having fun, closing out old cycles, moving forward, all right? Pulling in that good karma, okay? Be good to people, Okay, because we don't want no mess coming in here. Life gets to life and as it is, and then you got these idiots that surround you wanting to pick and prod and do all kind of things to you. You don't need to do anything to literally bring more karma, okay? Bad karma. All right, there's definitely a change in direction here. All right, the Wheel of Fortune is actually moving in your direction. So I like this for you. You're actually at the top of the wheel. There could be something coming that is unexpected. All right, and I don't think it's a bad thing. All right, so let's see. We have the World here, accomplishment, success, celebration, and something is coming full circle. All right, Leo. So beautiful energy on the bottom of the deck. We have understand, grow and understand ourselves better. Look closely, check, don't assume. That's that whole situation about going into hermit. For me, it's kind of like, when I say for me, I'm talking about this is the way that I look at it. You know, sometimes, like I said, you have to pull yourself back out of a situation that may seem confusing, chaotic, monotonous, toxic. Sometimes you really have to pull yourself back out of that situation and really take a good look at it. There's a lot of things that you can learn from other people and dealing with other people, you know? Hey, you know what? When I was dealing with this person, I was picking up on X, Y, and Z. Sometimes you realize that your intuition was on point with that person, you know, and you're learning how to trust your intuition, you know. So sometimes even the craziest relationships, friendships, you know, situationships that come into your life, it may not seem like it at the time, but sometimes the situations actually kind of help you grow, you know, or actually have you, you know, reflect and look inside when sometimes if you don't have anything that kind of shakes you up, you would never stop and take a look in the mirror, you know? It is what it is. Or look at the people that you're dealing with, you're allowing in your life. So I'm an honest believer that, you know, sometimes, not sometimes, I think that everybody comes in your life, they're even, you know, they're there for a reason, even if it's only for a season, you know? So there's something about that interaction that is very important to either you or them or both, okay? All right, so I am going to get, what am I going to get? Where are you? I'm moving stuff around, trying to pack stuff up, so I'm trying to keep some stuff here, but I can't. There we go. I usually keep those over here. All right, so let's get some messages for my Leos. Somebody, oh, look at this. Leo, number 33 is important to me. It's significant to me. Number 33 to me is life-changing, okay? Something happening in August is going to be life-altering, all right? So we have the number 33. I am expanding, enlarge my territory, right? All right, any positive changes or projects you are considering right now will be worthwhile. Expect that your power to manifest and create will be heightened. You know, like I said, you know, take advantage of this portal that we're in right now. Leo, take advantage of that energy that you possess, period, okay? That energy of the sun. Shed some light on what it is that you want, okay? And go after it. All right, so number 8 says, I am successful. Your talent for setting and reaching goals is like no other. You are self-sufficient and capable of achieving your ambitions. 8 represents the ebb and flow, the infinite loop of creation. Okay, so some of you are creators. Okay, cool. This is crazy because I saw this angel number earlier, and then it was another reading that I did for Leo. I think it was 1212 came up here. I am focused. Okay, look up that angel number as well. All right, it says stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into a reality. Okay, so Leo, let's get her done. If you have some goals, dreams, desires, some passions that you want to put out there, go for it. All right, let's see. Give me one more. And I'm going to throw on my shoes and leave. Give me messages for Leo. Please and thank you. right, Leo, a divine partner is on your path. This will be a love like you have never known. We did see that there's some love coming for you. Leo says, honor the vessel that is your body. You are being asked to take better care of your body, mind, and soul. That's that doing that inner work here. All right, I love that for you. Pay attention to the words and actions of others. Absolutely. And pay attention to your intuition. All right, if you feel that this person is full of ish, they probably are. All right, so I am going to get a hard truth here, and then I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thank you guys so much for the likes, the shares, the love, the support, the comments, and just, you know, showing up. All right, because you don't have to. There are so many things that you could be doing, you know, to spend your hours, your precious hours, okay? But you spend it here with me, and I greatly appreciate y'all. Okay, so I'm sending a whole bunch of positive energy to y'all, and love and hugs, okay? And smooches. All right, so let's see. All right, so Leo, closure, close the door. It's a distraction. All right, it is time to resolve unfinished business and move forward with our lives. I cannot make it up. See, I was on point. I was on point 2 weeks ago, right? I'm not even playing with you. Close these cycles out. There's somebody here that may need that closure from you so that they can move on with their life and not be, you know, that damn Leo. Yeah, okay, it's okay. You know, we all right. All right, so distractions. Oh, see, so, I was just saying, there was something here that you needed, or somebody you needed to close out the cycle with, because this person is a distraction. They probably don't have real good intent for you. This person says, I will interfere with your goals and waste your time and energy. Okay, so Leo, energy is currency. And we need all our coins, all right? I'm just saying. So with that being said, my love, let's close out these cycles and set these intentions and bring new stuff in, okay? Leo, you have an amazing day. Y'all have a very happy birthday, okay? And I'm just saying, do something special for yourself, because you deserve that, okay? All right, I love y'all, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.